My friends, today I want to talk to you about something that changes lives. The habits that turn ordinary people into self-made millionaires. Because success is not an accident. It is not luck. It is not talent alone. Success is the result of habits, small daily disciplines that, when repeated over time, create extraordinary results. I remember years ago, sitting in a tiny apartment, broke, tired, and frustrated. I had no money, no college degree, and no clear direction. But one thing I had was a burning desire to change my life. I remember looking around my room and saying to myself, if others can do it, why can't I? That question started my journey, and along the way, I discovered that the people who build wealth and freedom don't just work harder. They think differently, act differently, and most importantly, they live differently. The first thing every self-made millionaire has in common is a mindset. They believe, with absolute conviction, that they are responsible for their own destiny. They don't blame, they don't complain, and they don't make excuses. They look at their results and say, I created this. And if I created this, I can create something better. That's where success begins, with belief. You see, your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner world. If you believe you're limited, you will live limited. But if you believe you're capable, resourceful, and destined for greatness, your behavior begins to align with that belief. Every millionaire started as a dreamer who refused to let doubt win. They imagined a better future so vividly that it began to pull them toward it. Once you believe, the next step is to take 100% responsibility for your life. No one is coming to save you. The government won't do it. Your boss won't do it. Your family can love you, but they can't live your dream for you. Every self-made millionaire wakes up with the same truth. If it's to be, it's up to me. Taking responsibility changes everything. It gives you power, because as long as you blame others, you surrender your control. But the moment you say, I am responsible for where I am, and I can change it, you reclaim your life. You stop waiting, and you start acting. Now, here's something fascinating I learned early on. Every wealthy person I studied had one habit in common. They wrote down their goals, not just once, every single day. Written goals are the master key of success. When you write your goals, you engage your subconscious mind. You give your brain instructions on where to focus. Most people drift through life like ships without a compass, reacting to whatever comes their way. Millionaires are different. They decide exactly where they're going, and they steer their ship with precision. I remember writing down my first major goal, to earn my first 1,000 in sales. It felt impossible. But every morning, I would write it again. I earn 100,000 in sales. I would visualize it, feel it, believe it. Within weeks, I did it. And that simple exercise changed my thinking forever. If I could earn 1,000, I could earn 10,000. If I did earn 10,000, I could earn 100,000. It was never about the money. It was about the mindset of achievement. But goals mean nothing without discipline. Millionaires do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. They understand that motivation is temporary, but discipline is permanent. The difference between the average person and the millionaire is not intelligence. It's persistence. While others quit when it gets hard, millionaires keep moving. They understand that the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Every successful person I've met has mastered the habit of consistent action. They don't wait for inspiration. They create it. They wake up early, plan their day, and focus on high-value tasks. The few things that truly move the needle. They are obsessed with productivity, not business. Because they know time is the currency of life, and how they spend it determines how they live it. Self-made millionaires are lifelong learners. They read every day. They listen to audiobooks in the car. They seek mentors. They study success the way a doctor studies medicine, because they know that if they stop learning, they stop growing. And if they stop growing, they start dying. One book, one idea, one mentor can change your entire financial destiny. I still remember reading my first success book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and realizing that wealth is not about luck. It's about laws, the laws of cause and effect, the laws of belief and action. Now, let's talk about time. Millionaires treat time like gold. They don't waste it on gossip, distractions, or negativity. They plan their days in advance. They prioritize their highest value activities. They ask themselves constantly, is this the best use of my time right now? Because they understand that time lost is never recovered. Every minute wasted is a minute stolen from your dream. Another habit that separates millionaires from the masses is their environment. They surround themselves with people who think big, dream bigger, and act boldly. They know that your income, your mindset, and your results will always mirror the people you spend time with. If you spend time with complainers, you'll complain. If you spend time with achievers, you'll rise. Choose your circle carefully, because success is contagious, but so is mediocrity. Self-made millionaires also think long-term. While most people are focused on Friday night, they're thinking about the next 5 years. They understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. They're willing to sacrifice temporary pleasure for lasting progress. They plant seeds today for the harvest of tomorrow. Every big goal, every business empire, every fortune started with someone who was patient enough to stay the course when results were invisible. And yes, every millionaire has failed, not once, but many times. But they don't see failure as defeat. They see it as feedback. Each mistake teaches them how to do it better next time. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every time they fall, they rise stronger, smarter, sharper. Success, my friends, is simply the ability to move from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Finally, the greatest habit of all, they give more value than they take. Every fortune is built on serving others. Millionaires don't chase money. They chase excellence. They ask, how can I help more people? How can I solve bigger problems? Because the moment you make other people's lives better, wealth follows naturally. The secret of wealth is simple. Find a way to add massive value, and the world will reward you beyond measure. So, my friends, if you want to join the ranks of the self-made millionaires, start today. You don't need a special degree. You don't need luck. You don't even need to be extraordinary. You just need to build extraordinary habits. Believe in yourself. Take full responsibility. Set your goals. Act with discipline. Keep learning. Value your time. Choose the right people. Think long term. Learn from every failure. And always give more than you take. Because success doesn't come overnight. It comes every morning when you wake up and decide to live with purpose, focus, and determination. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards habits. The habits you build today will build your future tomorrow. So, the question is not, can you become successful? The question is, will you choose the habits that make success inevitable? Start now. Think like a millionaire. Act like a millionaire. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you've become one.